Beginning freshman year, it's hard not to hear the word thon. Thon this, thon that. You going to this thon event? Becky, oh my god, thon. But what is thon all about? Thon at CV is a student-run 12-hour dance marathon that takes place right here at the high school. It raises money for 4 Diamonds and cancer research. Throughout the year, there are many Thon-affiliated events that are held to raise money to contribute to the total that we raise at the night of Thon. Some of these events include the golf outing, Fall Fest, the Wizards game, Man Pageant, Thon Factor, and many more. These events are all student-run by the committee chairs, and of course with some help from the teacher advisors, Mr. Stanley and Ms. Griebel. Who are the chairs, you ask? Well, let's introduce them.
I'm Kennedy Iyer. I'm in charge of communications, family relations, and entertainment.
I'm Ryan Wolfgang, and I'm in charge of facilities, donor relations, tech, and finance.
I'm Allie Stone, and I'm in charge of special events, food, and registration.
What I'm looking forward to the most on the night of Thon is being able to see all the families come. Everything that we do throughout the year, every small event, goes towards these families. It's really all about them, and so I'm really excited to see them come, for them to come and see how everything's working and all the high schoolers that are there for them.
The 3 of us are in charge of dealing with administration, being the faces of the organization, and dealing with any problems throughout the year, as well as delegating jobs out to our committee chairs, and also keeping on task throughout the year.
At each event, basically what we're in charge of doing is just making sure everything's running smoothly, making sure that everyone's doing what they need to be doing to make sure the event comes together as a whole and is successful.
My name's Kat, and I'm the finance chair, and basically my job throughout the year is to keep track of all the money that comes in and out of MiniTHON and make sure that it's all accounted for and keep track of all of our totals for everything. So the Man Pageant, all of the MiniTHONs, and of course the night of.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Robbie.
And we're the entertainment co-chairs. So throughout the year, we slowly plan for the night of and help out with whatever's needed as regards to the Man Pageant or the tailgate and such.
And as we get closer to the night of Thon, things start to ramp up, and we have to start planning like what goes on the night of Thon, as far as like dodgeball, the spa, the cafe hours, and all the special little events that make Thon fun.
Throughout the year, we provide food for all of our events, and we solicit to multiple restaurants.
By the way, this is Jess and Vanessa. They forgot to introduce themselves.
And grocery stores throughout the year.
As far as the night of Thon, Jess and I are responsible for feeding all of the participants and everybody that shows up to Thon. So at Thon we will be serving dinner and breakfast, all from the donations from different grocery stores and restaurants in the area.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Emily.
And we're the special events chairs. So as the special events chairs, we're responsible for planning and carrying out all the events that happen throughout the year, like leading up to Thon. So it started off with the tailgate in September, then the Harlem Wizards game, the 5K, Thon Factor, Man Pageant, and then right now we're planning for the hair donation that happens on the day of Thon and making sure that goes as planned, and then we're also responsible for providing food and making sure everything's good to go for the VIP and adult help rooms on the night of Thon.
We're also in charge of going around to the community and advertising for all of our events. So we're putting up signs in different stores and asking people to come and participate. We're in contact with all of the staff in the schools in the district, and we have to coordinate things with teachers and also with each other so we don't miss anything and have things slip through the cracks.
I'm Tyler Durr. And I'm River Young. And we're the facilities chairs. So what we do throughout the year for Thon is we set up events, make sure they're running smoothly, and then clean up and make sure everything's in place.
Our main events include Thon Factor, Man Pageant, and the night of. For Thon Factor and Man Pageant, we have to make sure everything backstage is working, if all the props are set up, the mics are ready, and like when the curtains go up and down. And the night of Thon, we basically have to set up all the events so like they're on time, and then clean them up on time so like the next event can happen in the place.
And yes, we do trash duty.
Hi, I'm Brooke Webster. I'm the chair of registration. I'm in charge of all of the registration for dancers and committee members, as well as on the night of Thon, I'm in charge of the registration process in the Eagle lobby and also bag check and adult help.
Or do we start?
Yeah.
My name's Delaney Kirkwood. I'm the Family Relations Chair for this year's MiniTHON. Basically what we do is we talk to all the Four Diamonds families that we have. We make sure they're invited and welcomed at all of our events. And on the night of Thon, in the family room, we have food and we entertain the families and make sure they're welcomed at our MiniTHON because that's why we Thon. On the night of Thon, we have the question and answer for families so people can learn more about cancer, pediatric cancer. And then for the pep rally, we have a speaker come in and talk to the students about their experience with cancer. Our committee also writes all the thank you letters that are sent. So every time someone sends in an envelope, they get a thank you. Anytime anyone donates anything, they get a thank you. And all the adult help also get thank yous. There's 12 of us on my committee, and we have lots of fun, and we're superheroes. Well, that's what we're going to be. We're going to dress up as superheroes. In case you wanted to know that, Evan.
My name is Evan Herentz. I'm the chair of the Tech Committee. Tech Committee is in charge of recording and documenting all the events that we have, like the Tailgate, Fall Fest, we do Thon Factor, Man Pageant, and we make the recap video that you see on the night of Thon, and this documentary we make as well, and that's it.
My name is Morgan.
And my name's Milo.
And we're the Donor Relations Chairs for this year's MiniTHON. Basically, our responsibility is to solicit to local businesses in order to obtain donations that will go towards our total.
We have a committee this year of 41 hardworking members who go out and contact those businesses for those donations.
We also are in charge of the canning weekends, and basically we just contact local restaurants or diners and see if they'd be willing to host us on a weekend, just a Saturday morning, and those are pretty successful.
We also oversee business cans, which are cans located by cash registers for people to donate loose change after purchases at several locations in the area.
This year we hosted our first annual golf outing, and Milo and I were also responsible for running that.
It was a great success and was a great way to kick off the year for our fundraising.
Hi, my name's Grace. I'm the 2016 Communications Chair. Throughout the year, I design ads, logos, I do all the social media. I do a lot of the art that's around the school with all the signs and posters, banners, contact the media, and I have about 40 committee members, and they make signs and posters throughout the year for all the events. I also contact all the news and radio stations and media, and my committee members and I also do all the decorations around the school for 100 Days of Thon and the Day of Thon.
We kicked off the year with a golf outing held at Rich Valley Golf Course and coordinated by our donor relations chairs, Milo and Morgan. This included 18 holes of golf, an auction, and a meal at the end. It was very successful. Next, we had our first big event for the school year on campus. This was the tailgate. This took place before our CV home football game. We sold tickets for food and games such as Plinko, a dunk tank, and we had a paint war.
Hey, get the free handshake.
Our next big event was the Harlem Wizards game. For the past few years, the Harlem Wizards have come to play basketball against our teacher team.
We got a three-pointer champ up. Uh-oh.
These games are always close, but the money raised is far more impactful than the score of the game. This is a fundraiser that gets more of the community involved, rather than just the high school students. With the FT5K, we had another test of athleticism for our community. Instead of playing professional show basketball players, the participants ran a 5K on school campus, all to support the cause of the Four Diamonds. Next, we had the help of our friends at Bayshore Farms help us host another event, the Fall Fest. This event took place at Bayshore Farms and included a haunted house, games, cookie decorating, and a hayride. It was a very successful event with a great turnout, not just from members of our high school, but from members throughout our community. Another big event we had at the school was Thon Factor. Thon Factor is a battle of the bands, all competing to perform at Thon and at the pep rally on the Friday of Thon. We have many participants, from big bands to solo acts. There's a winner in each category. Also, littered throughout the year were many MiniTHONs. The chairs and some committee members brought the spirit of Thon to 5 elementary schools in our district this year, raising a total of $37,924.28.
Now break your legs. Break them. Break your legs. Break your legs. Break your legs. Break them. Break them. Break them.
Finally, the penultimate event leading up to Thon, the Man Pageant. 10 senior boys were selected to raise money and show their talents, competing for the title of Mr. CV, won this year by Kyle Hooven.
with $13,608.87. This year's King of Pageant, Kyle Hooray! Let's give it up for all these guys, please.
Bonded together, they raised $43,748.19, all for the kids. After all the hard work, after all of these events, and after almost a year, we are finally here to give hope to those who've lost it, to smile for those unable, to do the things cancer cannot, to believe in the extraordinary.